Hey YouTube, just a quick how-to on installing the winch on the JJRC, what's this one, 8823, the Unimog 6-wheel drive, cool little rig. So we're going to now make it a bit cooler by installing the winch. I had to order this separately from the model. So inside you get a winch, a bit of wire, 3-way switch and 4 screws. Where the winch mounts, I think is not a very good place, so the winch install would actually be quite straightforward, but I'm going to complicate it slightly because the winch is supposed to mount around about there. So by the time that you try and winch a car onto it, it's not even going to slot in. So I want to mount the winch further back, so that would add an extra layer of complication. But so this, as I say, this is quick how-to. What we need is there's 6 screws underneath, and it's a 2mm hex. So first couple of screws, the second lot of screws are kind of buried, so just trying to catch it in the right light. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see exactly where the screwdriver is, but you get an idea that there's 2 more screws in there. And just about sneak the Allen key through, or the hex wrench. Okay, that one can stay there so I can lose it later. And then there's those 2 there, so there's that one and there's that one. So now that releases the bed. As for wiring, so you can see, probably better than I can, you've got the black and the red and then the signal wire, and then with this you've got the blue and the black. So I don't really suppose it matters which way around that goes, but it will go between the blue and the black. So we now know it works. Right, what I've done is, because there's a plethora of holes underneath this, is I've used a little bit of masking tape to make a template, and them holes are randomly spaced, so that doesn't help you for the installation. because the motor one side's a bit thicker than the motor the other side. So I'm taking the winch and the fair lead as the centre point, and then you've got a wire that connects the two motors together, so I'll have to sit around the back. So obviously, I want that to sit a lot further forward if I can, which I should be able to. So basically with a bradawl I poked some holes through and then marked the centre line so I know roughly where to place it, but obviously because it's inverted the holes need to be that way up so that when that sits on top that the holes are actually in line. So in theory, I need to stop poking the camera, which is precariously mounted. But those 4 holes should be the holes that I need to drill. And to make my life a bit easier, I'm just going to remove the headache bar, which are 1.5 hexes. I think I'd probably prefer to drill that hole with a 1.5mm drill bit, but I only have a 2mm drill bit, so that's going to be what it's got to be. And hopefully the screws won't fall through the holes. No, they shouldn't do. So the holes haven't come out in the most ideal locations, but we should still be able to get it screwed on, I reckon. Trying to line everything up and getting the first screws started is always the tricky bit. So before you tighten all the screws up, or put one screw in and tighten it up, ideally you want to get the all 4 screws in and started before you tighten them up. So now I've got all 4 of these screws lined up. Be nice if this actually focused. I can finally tighten these all down properly. you don't want to over tighten these at all, so once you feel a little bit of resistance, much more than that you'll be stripping the thread because it's only plastic. So yeah, that's them now tightened up. Just reinstate the headache bar. So anyway, the headache bar is reinstated. The winch is mounted and in a better position than kind of all the way out there. So the 4 screws are struggling to focus, but relocated up there. So now it's just a matter of plugging it in and screwing it back on. So now it's just doing up these 6 2mm hexes. Yes, that doesn't actually power on into your power the truck on. Well, it's a strong enough winch to lift itself up. Well, that's definitely a ridiculous amount of cable. So there we have it, one extraordinarily powerful winch. And in a better position than it would have been. So anyway, hope that was of some use and you could actually see something of what was going on. Please like, comment and subscribe, even if it's just say how bad quality the video was. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.